Researchers got up and close to peregrine falcon chicks in downtown Rockford Friday.
But beneath the fluffiness, they say this newest batch provides a deeper look at a once endangered species. WYFR's Nathaniel Langley learns how blood samples could protect the birds.
An elevator ride takes you to downtown Rockford's peregrine perch.
Oh yeah.
Scientists like Mary Hennon returned for their 8th year of banding chicks.
If you are able to band them, those are unique to the individual, so we can look at longevity, we can look at dispersal.
2026 marks the first time in 8 years without Louise laying eggs, but an unnamed female and her chicks start a new chapter atop the news tower.
The disappointment of our current female here in Rockford, she's unbanded, so I can't tell you her origin.
But after each banding, the team takes blood samples to get to know the newest chicks, River and Charlotte.
So we're looking at things like complete white blood cell counts.
Biologists look for heavy metals and forever chemicals in the blood smears.
Those contaminants can in fact impact immune function. It can make you immunosuppressed.
Emily Cornelius Roos researches how contaminants impact peregrines' ability to fight bird flu, which she says hurt the species last year.
They're not falling out of the sky because they're contaminated with forever chemicals, but is it sort of death by a thousand cuts?
Samples collected go to Chicago's Field Museum for analysis.
When you have banding, you're trying to take advantage and do as much as you can while you have a bird in hand.
In Rockford, Nathaniel Langley, WIFR News.
So cute. The male peregrine falcon atop the news tower is Brian, who's about 7 years old based on her size and the number of eggs laid. Hennon estimates the unnamed female falcon is 2 years old.